on, everybody? Welcome back to our channel. It's your girl Bex,
and I'm Carly,
and we're bringing you content designed to unlock your mindset and your actions to be limitless. Don't forget to go like, comment, share, and subscribe, and also ring the bell notification.
Ding, 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 ding.
What's going on, Carly? How you doing?
I am very well, thank you. How are you? I'm a little bit tired, but I'm good.
I'm amazing. I am amazing.
All right, so today's episode, we're going to be talking a little bit about gratitude, just being thankful, a bit about visualization, and some of the things that we're looking to do, and some of the techniques that maybe you can apply as well in those areas.
Absolutely. So I think one of the things that we can start on is gratitude, right? And I can give a live example of just being positive and being thankful. And just make it like when you start to be thankful for what you have, and yes, like be content with where you are, but have that forward-looking vision and those forward-looking goals. But ultimately you want to be in the present, because you want to feel your positivity right here and now, because when you are positive, you are more open and susceptible to seeing more positive opportunities, a more positive day, and the rest of it. Does that make sense? So
yeah, 100%. And I think like they say, like if you focus on negative things, you're more likely that's going to lead on to more negativity. And I appreciate, obviously, everybody's got different situations. Everybody handles things differently. But I think like one of the things we were talking about earlier, sometimes I will literally flick a light switch and it just makes me think, and I'm like, oh my God, electricity. It sounds crazy, isn't it? But it's just like, we're so lucky to live to live where we are now, just to be able to turn a light switch and electricity, flick a tap, clean water comes out of it. And for me, I always try to take it back to that, though things can get a bit difficult. I'm just like, hang on a minute, just think about where you are right now and how many millions of people in this world don't have what we would class as the basic necessities.
yeah. You're absolutely right. And I think some actionable steps in order to make sure that you're being present and grateful within your present is every single morning, just start to write a list of what you're grateful for. Like one of the things that I really started doing was like, I'm grateful for my eyes that I can see the beauty of the world. You know, like I'm grateful for my mind that I can think for myself. I'm grateful for my mouth that people can hear me speak and I can convey my message. I'm grateful for my hands because I'm able to work, I'm able to write. Do you see what I'm saying? It's just those things that we actually take for granted, I think, on a, you know, like, I don't know, I think it's so easy to take for granted the small things. Like you say, I can just go to light and switch on the light. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. They actually, I don't know who did the study, but I was reading about something where they were saying gratitude actually works to help improve mental health. So I think there was an initial study done which showed, oh yeah, gratitude's really good for your mental health. But they were like, hang on a minute, but the people you asked weren't going through any sort of difficult time. So they specifically took a group of, I think they were students who were seeking mental health counselling. And they did the study on them, and they found that those who were writing down gratitude journals and being thankful, they saw such a significant improvement in their mental health because of that. So like they say, what you focus on, it really expands. And I think like you say, and I think you've recently bought a journal, like just keeping a gratitude journal, even if it's at the start of the day or the end of the day, you're just making a couple notes of, I don't know, 3 things, even one thing that you're thankful for today, or writing a thank you letter. No, you don't have to share it, just exactly. Writing it down, all the things you're thinking about, praying, if that's something you do, or meditating. They're all things I think you can do in that area.
And within your gratitude list as well, like some of the things that you can go ahead and do is, whilst we say be thankful for the present, what I would say as well is like we speak positive over be limitless, right? So we will say statements such as, I'm happy and grateful for the fact that we've been able to reach 1 billion people in the world, right? or we're happy and grateful that we've been able to employ people that may not have necessarily got a job. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, you're saying that you're happy and thankful and grateful for things that you actually want, and you feel it in this moment in time. And I think The Secret talks about that book, right?
100%.
And I think like we're doing that already, and now just thinking about it, like that's part of the gratitude as well as mindfulness, as well as affirmations and all the rest of it. And affirmations, going on to that, is like I'm wonderfully and beautifully made. Like I'm so happy that I'm able to overcome any obstacle that's in my way. Do you know what I mean? And I've been actually using these type of statements for work, because I was getting stuck on a couple of topics, and I've just been like, I'm so happy and grateful that I'm now able to freely think logically, strategically and tactically, these type of things, right? And I'm so thankful that my mind is open to taking more information so that I become more knowledgeable. And I promise you, the things that start moving for you is crazy. It's not a joke. Like, it's actually not a joke. I mean, just another story is like at the beginning of the week, right? I was having like, last week I was in a bad place. It was just like everything just seems to be going wrong. This week I had a new outlook, new perspective, and because I was positive in the morning before I left my house, I actually ran into a conversation in jacuzzi at the gym, and I swear to you, like things that were linking to Be Limitless, things that were linking to other things, and I was just like, if I wasn't so open on that day and more positive, my head would be down. My head wouldn't even be up to notice people. Do you know what I mean?
You'd be like, I don't want to talk to anyone today. I'm not interested. But like you say, going in with that open mindset, speaking forth. I mean, and this was something I was saying to you that I used to do it all the time, and I don't know why I stopped doing it. 100% have to go back to it. And I think it links on nicely what you're saying about you speaking forth things into the future. And that goes on to why we wanted to tie it on to creating vision boards, because visualization is one of the most powerful mind exercises. And it's done all the time. Like athletes are a really good example of that. Like Olympians, weightlifters, they all visualize the lift, visualize the race, and they see it. You don't go into a fight thinking, I might lose this. No, it's all, I envision myself winning this. I'm going to run the fastest. I see myself going around this corner. I take the baton. There's no problems with the handover. Like everything is visualized. And like they say, what you focus on expands. And one of the things we were just saying that we need to do, which we've done in the past for other things, is create a vision board. So as you can see here, I've just ordered my new one. So that's one of the things I'm going to be focusing on this week. And the way to do that is just think about the things that inspire and motivate you. So you can take magazines, cut out things from magazines. It might be places you've been, postcards, go online, print things out, whatever it is that inspires you, put it on that board, and it's something you should look at and see. For me personally, I think first thing in the morning and before you go to bed, like that should be on your mind. That's your goal, that's your vision, that's your focus. And think big about it. Absolutely think big.
Like one of the things that I sent you over the last few weeks, wasn't it, is that Gymshark's headquarters.
Yeah.
And I basically put our logo over the Gymshark logo because of how big their headquarters were, and they started as a small company. Yeah. And I'm not saying and it's not like, oh yeah, we're going to be the biggest company or whatever, but you have to envision where you believe you want your brand to be and where you think it can be as well. And like you say, 10x it. If you think that it's only possible that you're going to have a little warehouse or something, all right, 10x that. What does that look like? An Amazon facility instead. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And just start thinking bigger. And if you, like they say, if you reach for the stars and you don't quite meet the stars, you would have been on the moon, right? Yeah. Which is a lot further than if your goal was within Earth. Do you get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Going on from the HQ, right? So other things that we would put onto our board is just statements about the business. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, for example, if we're looking for merch, okay, yeah, you may put your t-shirt up on the board, but what's the number of sales that you want to do? Or from that, how much is going to go to charity and the rest of it. Do you get what I'm saying? To just really start to tie into your vision for your brand, or your vision for your life, or your work career, whatever it may be, your relationship, everything.
100%. And like, one of the things I know people struggle with is like, maybe the people you're around would, they're like, yeah, right. And you do find that, because people will think to yourself, oh, what's so special about you? Well, what was so special about Jeff Bezos? Or what was so special about Leonardo DiCaprio when they first started? Everyone has to start somewhere, and they didn't get to where they are by listening to people telling them that they're never going to do it. So if there's people around you who are like, nah, that's way too big, you're talking crazy, then you need to think about having the right people around you with a similar mindset that's going to do, again, releasing that positive energy, and that potentially can help you get there. Even if they're just someone that tells you just keep going, keep plugging, they don't necessarily give you specific things or strategies for your business. It's just someone to support you. And maybe that's one person, like an accountability. I say having an accountability coach or person is a really good thing, because like, there's a lot we know we want to do with the business that we know we're just not going to share with certain people, but we know how big we want to go with it. But there's definitely people where we would say, right, this is the next plan, because it keeps us accountable and make sure we're actually doing things in order to get there. So I would definitely say it's not just about creating a vision board. You have to still take the necessary steps and put the right people around you to keep the right energy and mindset focused towards that goal.
And that's a great point, actually, because even with your affirmations, even with your gratitude list, and even with your goals and the rest of it, right? Even with prayer, you may pray for all of these things and you may write all of these things, but again, action is the main thing, because at the end of the day, once you start taking the action, yes, then the mountains will be removed from your path. Do you get what 100%. I'm saying? However, if you're just there, sitting there and just thinking that something's gonna fall into your lap, it's not, right? But yeah, just being grateful and just like really staying in tune with where you're at today, being mindful of what you're listening to, what you're eating, who you're around. All of these type of things are going to help towards that positive mindset as well, right? And being able to be thankful and grateful, because if you're constantly around negativity or bad energy, it's hard to be grateful, because you're 100%. Thinking, what the hell am I grateful for? Like, do you get what I'm saying? It's easy to overlook, like we said, the basic necessities. You'll be so concerned and consumed with all your stress and worries that you forget that, hold on, I've got a phone, and millions of people around the world don't even have like paper to write on. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
100%.
Our 4 tips that we are going to give you today in order to make sure that you're on the right path towards gratitude, positive lifestyle, positive outlook. Number 1 is a gratitude journal.
Number 2 is daily affirmations.
Number 3, get yourself a vision board.
And number 4, action.
Take action.
So on that note, then, I'll leave you with this quote. What you focus on grows, what you think about expands, and what you dwell upon determines your destiny.
Wow. Woo. So thank you so much for tuning in. That's the end of this week's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I've been your girl, Bex.
And I've been Carly, and we will see you next week.
Peace.